Welcome to the flat world, baby. We're gonna get some work done, baby. I know you wanna watch it, baby. Welcome to the flat world. Hope you stick around. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the flat world. We're sitting here in the rain, and I just wanted to try out the mob farm here. I've put a roof on it, so here we go. I've already been testing it a little bit, but already the mobs start to pour down, and yeah, the rates are already pretty insane. So if we hook up hoppers to this, we should have more drops than we could ever want. The tricky part is going to be sorting everything and making sure we're getting what we want. And we still have quite a few pistons. In fact, the mob farm is only... We didn't even use up half the pistons. So I could make this twice as big, which I might add 2 more columns of the farm. Just to further increase the efficiency, but I don't know that that's necessary. I might just save the pistons for other farms. But yeah, let's see if we put all our stuff here. Let's see how. Wow, look at that! That is amazing. Let's see how we do as far as getting mob drops. So not bad so far. Already. Oh, we got an ender pearl too. That's not bad. I don't know how endermen would spawn on here, but they are welcome. So we already have 3 ender pearls into full inventory. In fact, let's see. We got 5 redstone, which is not bad considering 6, 7, at least 8. More ender pearls. I don't exactly know how endermen are spawning, but I don't mind. Because based on how many ender pearls we just got, it should be enough that I never have to farm them any other way. And so, yeah, I guess we can pretty much start using ender pearls now based on the rates that this farm is getting. In addition, we'll probably be able to stop trading for redstone altogether because we just got 9 there. It's been about a minute, you know, so let's switch back to peaceful, which I'll be doing a lot when I'm trying to work on this mob farm. But yeah, so the rates are even better than I had imagined. So let's see, we got important things are mostly bones, string, and rare drops like ender pearls, redstone, sugar. Those are the things we really want to look out for. So sugar and redstone, we're already getting, you know, a sizable amount. The glowstone is an added bonus. The glass bottles are also very nice because I don't have to trade for glass to use potions, and now I can actually use splash potions without feeling bad about it, because before I was always very conservative with glass trades. So I think the next step here is to gather up enough hoppers that I can funnel all the items into one spot, which I'll funnel them all down here somewhere, and yeah, hopefully it will go pretty smooth, and we can hopefully get the items all funneled and sorted really quickly. It's even if this farm isn't the most efficient design in the world, which it's pretty close, I'm sure. It's so overkill pretty much that I'm fine with it. I mean, I don't know. We're probably going to have to just end up throwing away the rotten flesh, the arrows, the gunpowder, because I'm never going to need them, and they're just going to fill up chest space faster than I can make chests, to be honest. So yeah, if we it's so nice to have ender pearls. Oh my goodness, I've never been able to use them on the flat world like this. So if we go up here, you can see all I did was build a big platform up here so that even during the day, it's just about as dark as it can be. I might build the platform out a few more blocks just to ensure that things are plenty dark in there, but I think it's just about good. So if we take a sleep, let's turn it to hard. and then take a sleep here. Even during the day, plenty of mobs should be spawning. And the rates might be slightly decreased. It looks like there's still some light here, so I will have to extend the platform a little more. But I think where it's at right now is almost there. Yeah, see, we're not getting nearly as many mobs here, so yeah, well, we're still getting plenty. So, but you get the point. So I was really blown away by how awesome this mob farm was, and it was so quick to build. It was like one live stream, maybe an hour or two of work, and then it was done. And just this little thing is producing such an insane amount of stuff. I mean, just crafting the pistons to make it was half the battle. And of course the trading for the redstone. But other than that, I mean, this went up pretty fast, and now we have an insane mob farm. I mean, I already had a pretty nice mob farm, but nowhere near like this. This is something else. Something else entirely. Yeah, so, like I said, I have no idea, really, how Endermen are spawning. So if anybody has any theories, let me know. Hopefully you guys know how this works pretty much. There's 1, 2... It seems to be 2 and a little bit slabs. Whoa, okay, I just saw an Enderman. So, my assumption is that they actually only need a 2.5 block space to spawn, and since there's air above, they're actually spawning just with the half slab in their head. Or maybe they need a 3 block space, but the 3rd block does not necessarily have to be air. It can just be any transparent block. That's my only guess, or else one of these levels is built wrong, which is also possible, but I wouldn't change it because I quite like the effect that it has. So now things to think about that we have to fit into here are some way to clear out mobs like this gold guy here that don't die from the fall damage, because there's always going to be some mobs that just have, like, you know, rare drops of feather falling 4 boots or something and aren't going to die. So JL uploaded a ZipCrowd server tour the other day in which he debuted a very clever system for this, and I probably will be building something similar. So, and maybe when all is said and done, I'll do a comprehensive tutorial of the whole system and the sorting. There is a zombie stuck up there, so the pistons do get stuck extended once in a while, but I think it clears up. Well, they can't spawn there right now. I think it clears up just if the guy despawns, which is kind of annoying, but you know, it'll happen eventually, even if I don't go away from the area. So, oh my god, these pearls are so nice. So one more time. Yeah, see, he's gone now. Is that... Oh yeah, that's a guy and a chicken. So little zombies can also spawn. So that's another thing we have to take care of with the... you know what I'm talking about. That's another thing we have to take care of, is killing these guys as well as the skeletons that spawn with, you know, great armor, and the zombies as well. But yeah, so this farm actually, now that I think of it, probably produces quite a few different items, because it produces obviously all the normal drops, all the rare drops from witches, and then all of the ender pearls, and maybe even rare drops from chickens. So pretty impressive here, if I do say so myself. Let's just do a quick rundown, see if we got any more ender pearls. No, doesn't look like it. Oh, there's an enderman right there. Ow. Oh, but we did get more redstone. Okay, time to get out of here. So yeah, in short, I'm very happy with how the farm's going, and hopefully by the end of this episode, we'll have a bit done on the sorting system. I'm not expecting to be completely done with it, but hopefully just a little bit. So I'll see you guys soon. Alright guys, so I am back, and here we are at the mob farm. So, in order to begin work on the collection system, I need a lot of wood, and now that I'm out of a wood farm, I didn't want to go back and mine all the wood, so I figured, why not build the new wood farm? So I've outlined a couple chunks there, and in case you want to know how to outline a chunk, I will take a screenshot. No, just kidding. That was an accident. If we go to F3, and you look at my XYZ coordinates, it actually used to be easier because there used to be a C next to them. But if you want to do it the good old-fashioned math way, you can take a look right here at my XYZ. Basically, chunks start from the northwest corner. So if you see where it says facing east, south, west, if we go northwest, that's where we know the chunk is going to start. So wherever you are, you know that that's where the chunk starts, and it goes towards the southeast. So basically, you want to start, and you want to look for an x coordinate that is divisible by 16. So you can see if we go to here, we're at 64, which is divisible by 16 4 times, and 160, which is divisible by 16, I don't know how many times. Oh, 10 times, obviously. And then you can just count. So we know that is where a chunk starts, and it goes towards the southeast. So towards the southeast, we can just count in each direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and this is the next border. And so you can see here 79 and 175 aren't divisible, but if we go to this next block here, we're at 80, 176, which would be the start of the next chunk. And if we go to this one over here, we're at 64, 176, which is the start of this new chunk. And so, yeah, that's how you can find some chunks if you need anything that's chunk-based. The reason we're doing this chunk base is that I am going to use the wither once again, which is kind of risky next to this big old mob farm, but hopefully he won't escape. And if he does, I will have some sort of chicken pen here, and hopefully that'll distract him so that he doesn't wreak havoc on the world. But anyways, every time I idle over here, I'm just going to make a world backup just in case. I know it's dangerous to have a wither near something as big as this, but, you know, I think it's the best spot because this is where all our bones are going to be. And so we can hook the collection system for the bones, have it come right up here, and then we can just grab the bones and refill this thing with tons and tons of bone meal because that's the only thing that it runs on is bone meal and right clicking. So other than that, we can just automatically farm wood as much as we need. So I've just started it here. This is where the wither is going to go. I'm using Danielle Coates design, or Daniel, rather, not Danielle, but Danielle Coates design. I will link it in the description. It's similar to the last design I did, but I think it's slightly more reliable, which is why I'm going with it, because I don't want any withers to be escaping. So, you know, rebuilding things isn't always the most fun, but it's a necessary thing in Minecraft, and I'm actually excited about this project. Because I will be getting tons of wood without having to worry about the thing breaking, hopefully. And luckily, I actually have a few, I think I maybe have 3, 5, I don't know, wither skulls left over from the last batch I did of just hanging out in the nether and trying to kill as many as I could with a looting sword. So I think I have what it takes to make a wither. I'll have to look around, though. I don't know which chest it would be in. But anyways, yeah, so let me get out of F3 mode. This is where we're going to build the thing. And yeah, like I said, the reason we need the chunks is because we want the wither and its targets to be within the same chunk. It's going to be targeting a villager and an iron golem, I believe. So, yeah. But I'm going to get to building this, and then hopefully we will see some progress on this. And by the end of the episode, I'd like to be able to collect enough wood to make the hoppers for the collection system. Alright guys, so I got a villager from this guy's leg here. Because I need a villager for the wither tree farm, so I hooked up some rails to there. I broke a piece of glass. I broke a piece of glass here, right there, and I just put a minecart there. Luckily, as soon as a villager got in, these guys, their hitboxes pushed him over here, went on here. I've been destroying the rail and sort of placing it along as we go. So let me demonstrate here. I can just sort of... Yep, minecart physics. Alright. Could just sort of push him along. And let's make sure this is the right peg. Yeah. And collect all the tracks as we run back. Yeah, looks good. And then sort of just go on back. Oh man, got a little itch. Little itch in my leg. Okay, I'm an itchy boy. Alright, so we gotta make our way all the way to the mob farm, and I've set up tracks to help us out. So I thought you guys could accompany me on this marvelous journey. So let's push Mr. Fluffykins there. That's his name, Mr. Fluffykins. He's not so fluffy, but he's got a lot of heart. You know, he's a real team player. I feel as if he's got like a really nice synergy about him, and just a really good vibe, and he really seems so outspoken at times, which, you know, I really appreciate. You know, because it can be hard to speak up as a villager, and I just love hearing what he has to say. You know, like a little look into the mind of Mr. Fluffykins. So I really like that about him. I think it's a great quality to have, and that's why we're happy to have him at our company. Oh man, so let's keep pushing it out like a baby. Well, not quite. All right, so here we go. I thought I could speak more to what I was saying in the recent UHC episode about the recent dip in views and such, and just kind of discuss it a little bit. So it's kind of weird. It's basically when Red Cubed ended, I got a huge boost, and I think part of the reason, well, okay, there were a lot of things. When Red Cubed had the start of the new season with the new map and everything, things actually were going really well on my channel. That's why the reset, or the ending of the server kind of sucked, because all my Red Cubed episodes were doing really, really well, and they were gathering tons of views, tons of interest. And when Red Cubed ended, I had all of that accumulated interest, plus my ending video had given me tons and tons of attention, because a lot of the bigger guys, Poet, Liam, you know, Winter, had all mentioned my video on Twitter about, you know, the end of Red Cube, where I discussed everything that happened. So because so many people mentioned that video, it got a lot more hits than, you know, I'm used to. It actually almost got to 1,000 relatively quickly, which is not usually something that happens on my channel. So yeah, so that was quite the surprise, and after that, the trend sort of continued, because I had the little, you know, I did that "What's Going On, Guys" video, in which I mashed together all of the times I've said that on Red Cubed, and I did some other stuff too. My brain is locking up right now. But yeah, things were going really, really well. And so I had that huge boost in views, and then I sort of returned to the median, but then it kept dipping farther than that. You know, like, instead of returning back to normal, it sort of went under normal, to where we are now, where it's sort of like, I mean, some of my videos, I wasn't getting, you know, I haven't had views so bad in, like, since I started the channel. But, you know, a lot of them aren't as drastic, but the Flatworld has been pulling in, I don't know, maybe 250 views, which is alright. I can't complain about that number. But the problem is, you know, you look at your channel and you say, okay, I've got a channel with, you know, with, what am I at, 1,700 subscribers, and we're pulling in, you know, 200 views, 250 views on our most watched series. Like, this is the most successful series we have. So, like, where am I going wrong? You know, what am I doing wrong when that is your view count? Because, you know, that's not a very good rate. That's, you know, even that would be 250, and it's, you know, I'm at 1,700. I'm nearly to 2,000, so that's almost an eighth of my audience at this point. I'm actually closer to 1,800. So, you know, getting close to merely an eighth of my audience that actually watches. And then, of course, you guys know not everybody who watches likes and comments, and so I end up, all said and done, you know, 20 comments, 20 likes on each video, not counting, you know, my own comment replies and stuff. And so, yeah, you got to ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? In terms of, you know, subscriber retention, like what is making me have so many absent viewers. So that's something I've been trying to pay attention to, and it's not an easy question to answer, you know, because there are so many factors that tie into YouTube. It's really hard to try and diagnose something that is pretty commonplace on pretty much everybody's channel. As a small YouTuber, you're not going to pull in every single one of your subscribers, of course. And I'm not sure how commonplace my specific rates are. I'm not sure, you know, what the average... Oh, geez. The netherrack's going to be a pain here. I'm not sure what the average is in terms of, you know, subscriber to view rates. But then, you know, on top of that, my Flatworld's my main series, so when I upload another game, let's say I do Estranged and I wanted to mix things up, do a game with a webcam, you know, the first episode did well, but then after that, it's like, you know, it pulls in 50 views tops, and that is like, you know, I mean, you could do the math, 1,800 divided by, or times 2, right? Or maybe you can't do the math. 18 times 10, right, would be... You know what? Forget it. I can't do the math. 18 times 100... I don't even know where I was going with this. Let's see. Wait. Let me just pull up a calculator because I'm getting all confused trying to think about this. 1,800 divided by 50. Is that what I want? Or no, 50 over 1,800 is... There we go. Percent... 0.02? Is that how much? So 0.02 of my audience. No. Oh, 2. I got to move the decimal place over to. Right. So 2% of my audience. So 2% of all my subscribers on my channel end up watching, you know, the games that I don't do often. Like Starbound, some of those have, you know, closer to 20 views. If 50 is already 2%, 20 is getting close to 1% of my entire audience on YouTube. So, you know, I know those games aren't, you know, the most popular compared to Minecraft, but then the question I have to ask myself is, you know, is it worth my time to do something that, you know, 1% of my viewers are watching? Just 1%. Because if I could be working on my Flatworld while I'm, instead of recording those other things, then I could be pulling in those other views, you know? And I'm not just thinking about money here. I'm thinking about, you know, what you guys want to see, what's worth my time, how do I build my channel? Because that's the ultimate goal. And that's something that was brought up on Twitter the other night, is that, of course, I recognize that this is a hobby. But the question is there a stigma against it being anything more from the beginning? And let me just clarify this. Is it wrong to start your YouTube channel with success as your goal, as your strict goal? You know, to start doing Minecraft videos on YouTube with the strict intention of becoming a success. Is that bad? Is that too much to ask for, too much to expect? Because it seems that some people think like that, you know? Some people think, YouTube, you're doing this as a hobby, you're doing it for fun, and anything more than that is an added bonus. But now that YouTube is, you know, a somewhat viable career, is it really wrong to say, to start your YouTube channel with the goal in mind that, yes, I am starting this to be successful on YouTube? Maybe even if you're not even thinking about money, but just to say, I want to be a success. And then speaking in those terms, how do you define success for yourself? Like when I started my channel, I personally knew that I had I have what it takes to be a success on YouTube. And success for me is getting to a point where I'd say each one of my videos gives me plenty of comments, enough that I can ask something and I get at least like 20 responses or more about what path I should take in the game. I want to break in terms of numbers, 50,000 subscribers. That I would consider a success for sure. Even 15,000 subscribers, that's a success. Anywhere reaching up from the tens would be a success for me. Each video maybe leveling 1,000 views or more would be a success for sure. So yeah, speaking in terms of numbers, those are some numbers that I might consider a success. But so yeah, then back to the question, which is it wrong to start YouTube with that in mind? Is it wrong to say to start YouTube and say I am doing this to be a success, and yeah, I expect that it will happen if I try my hardest, because I do. That is. Oh, I had wood the whole time. Okay, that is an expectation I have, and I can be honest about it. Is that I expect that if I actually give it my all, I can make it on YouTube. But it's definitely surprised me. Most people, you'll hear them say, "Oh, I'm surprised. I never thought I would get to where I was." It's actually quite the opposite for me. I am very surprised at how slow my growth on YouTube has been. I honestly, I don't want to sound full of myself, but I thought it might go easier. I thought this would be a quicker thing, which, I mean, it's naive, of course, but I feel like I know enough about the community that when I started, I could predict what will kind of be successful and what I should be doing to be a success. And don't get me wrong, I still love doing this, or else I wouldn't do it, right? But it's just, more and more lately I've been thinking about it. So yeah, that was the question that came up on Twitter. And so I guess the question, in addition to that question, which, I myself, of course, I don't think it's a bad thing, because it's my belief. It's what I did. I started YouTube with the expectation of success. But I'd like to hear from you guys what you think about it. I mean, and it varies from person to person, I'm sure. But yeah, I'd like to hear what you guys think. But my other questions for you guys are, what do you think about my other series? Like, Starbound, Estranged, that I've been trying to play through. I haven't put up an episode in a while. Those ones, pretty much anything non-Minecraft really doesn't pull in any views. Just like such a small amount, like I said, like 1% of my fan base. Why? Because I understand that, you only have so much time in the day, right? But if you like my Minecraft content, who's to say you won't like the other content? Because people, I think, are more open to watching their favorite, big YouTubers' other series than they are the small YouTubers' other series, if you know what I mean. But it's hard to tell because, it's not like I'm specifically doing something wrong. If a Minecraft channel uploads something that's not Minecraft, or necessarily, I mean, if a Minecraft channel uploads something non-Minecraft, it's obviously going to get not as many views. I mean, this is something Generic B mentioned because I love Double Fine Studios, and I saw he was doing, I just saw the thumbnail on my sub box for one of his Broken Age things, and I saw it. I was like, wow, what a beautiful game. And as soon as I saw Double Fine Studios, I was like, oh man, I gotta watch this. So I watched the series, and it was excellent, by the way. I really recommend it. But it ended, and he was saying it was just an Act 1, and he was saying he might not do the Act 2 on YouTube. and the last episode had, I think, 20,000 views, and he was saying, it barely pulled in views compared to his other series. So I know that it's not specifically, something I'm doing. I know all YouTubers struggle with this, and struggle to face this this question, because 20,000 views for him is also quite a small percent of his audience in terms of subscribers. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard to figure everything out. So yeah, my two questions once again are oh crap. All right, what is this guy doing? Is he? No, crap. That is not what I wanted to happen. All right. Oh, what a pain in the butt. All right. But yeah, that's sort of the end of my rant. So let me know in the comments, guys. And please, if you don't usually comment, please consider commenting this time, because if you're one of those guys that watches and doesn't comment, I need to hear from you too, because you're also part of my audience. So, without that sort of feedback, I don't know what's gonna make you stick around. So, yeah. That's it though. I'm gonna try to get this guy back on track, but pain in the ass that the graphical error kind of screwed me over there. But yeah, hopefully we can get things hooked up soon. And I've been ranting for long enough anyways. So I'll see you guys back over at the tree farm. All right, guys. Well, I added in a little bit of a clip there just to show you me moving the villager back, but he's back over at the new tree farm. So everything's all done. I got the golem in there. I got the villager in there. All that's left to do now is spawn the wither and construct the rest of it, which is just some redstone. Shouldn't be too hard. I'm just holding off on spawning the wither. There are a few things that I'd like to do before I spawn him in. One of the things is over at Salacia, we have that big farm room with a bunch of glowstone. I need to go into the nether, collect the glowstone, and put it all in there so that it doesn't fill up with mobs when I finally go back to hard mode. Yeah, I want to finish the statue in Salacia as well, so that thing isn't covered in mobs whenever I try to work on it. So I need to do those two things, and then I will spawn in the wither. So I guess I'll just have to farm a bunch of glowstone in order to do that, and just finish up the statue, and then after that we can finish off the tree farm and really start to get working on the collection system. So I'm going to write today's book. There was actually only one entry for the story last episode, so I guess we'll read it in a sec. Alright, let's read it. Mogswamp was wavering. Oh, wait. Let's read yesterday's. Son, I've escaped, the man exclaimed as he stumbled over to Mogswamp. But how? I thought you were gone forever. I overcame the trance, the spell, the curse, only to find you as greedy as you were before I left. I wrote the legend. I put it in the library for you to find. What? Mogswamp replied. This was you? You set this all up? The mountain, the gold, everything? Mogswamp's hand started shaking. I'm sorry, the man said. I'm so sorry. Okay, so now for today's. Mogswamp was wavering. He couldn't decide whether to burst into rage at his father's deception or be happy that his father was safe. Of course, Mogswamp had always been as stubborn as a donkey and angry as a tornado. He turned on his dad, and once his father saw the look of deadly poison in his son's eyes, he grew terrified. Please, son, I never meant to hurt you. This was all so we could meet again, so I could show you that I'm a better man than the one that left you all long ago. All I ask for is one more chance to change all that and help you with the dangers coming. Mogswamp felt a tug of fear in his heart. What kind of dangers? He ventured warily. The kind that only someone like you, Mogswamp, can overcome. Follow me, I have some explaining to do. The Candy Crafters. Okay, so there's danger coming, and Mogswamp's father needs to help him. So guys, for the story, try to keep it a little bit shorter than it has been recently. I think the original goal was it was going to only be one sentence at a time, but I think we've discovered that that's a little too slow. So I think we need to find a balance between really really long and a reasonable length. So try to keep them, I don't know, maybe a page in a Minecraft book tops. But it's really up to you. A page or two. Yeah, I don't know. It's up to you guys. This is about you guys. So, yeah, that was the Candy Crafters once again. Also, for the book, next time I'd love to hear someone I've never heard from before, someone who's never even tried to put their story in. For those of you that are regulars and usually write them, feel free to submit yours as well. But I'd love to see some people that have never tried, because it's fun to hear what you guys have to say. So yeah, I think it's about time to wrap up the episode. We can go take a look at the mob farm one more time and watch the mobs pour out of the sky. I really am proud of it. As for the rant, actually, since I recorded this, things have been getting a little better. The views have been slowly returning, so we're coming back from that dip. This was recorded over several days, maybe a week, so it's already getting better since I had that rant. And when I rant to you guys, it's because I love talking to you guys. I don't think I'm ever not having fun with YouTube, or I'm unhappy, or I'm just complaining all the time. I think of you guys as true friends. So it's kind of like when you rant to your friend about something, even if it's not like something even if it's something you really really love to do, there's going to be things that you need to vent about, right? So you would do that to your friend, and I feel like you guys are my friends, especially in this series. I can sit here and rant for a while and hear what you guys have to say. So don't think I'm ever like really upset, or basically don't take me too seriously, as silly as that sounds, because yeah, like I said, I love doing this. So all right, let's sleep real quick and see. There they go. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, we got a skeleton down here. Let's just skip by him. Oh, this would make a great GIF. In fact, I might just do that. And let's see if we can get a good screenshot. Yeah, that looks good. That's a good one too. Yeah, just too much fun. Oh, I love this thing. It's so insane. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching today. Pretty cool episode this time. We didn't get done everything we wanted to, but by next episode, hopefully, we can start working on the storage system a little bit more, because yeah, we really need wood in order to get all those hoppers, and I'm not willing to go mine it. I'd rather build this automatic farm to do it for me. So let's just run around here to wrap it up. I know I'm dragging this out, but oh yeah, it feels so good. Even though I'm just gonna be burning up the gunpowder and the arrows, but the bones will go straight back into that farm, so we can get infinite wood, and the rotten flesh will get shipped over to the villagers at the Iron Golem farm, so that I can trade for emeralds. So think of this as a redstone, glowstone, ender pearl, emerald tree farm. Alright, well, with that, I'll see you guys next time. So have a nice life. Bye.